I'd like to say hello to At Your Leisure!
Well, thank you, Santa. We're heading to the North Pole today on AYL to meet the big man himself. And we're doing it by passenger train. I'm Rhea Rossi Booth. Chad and I will be enjoying an old-fashioned Christmas, and we'll show you how you can still enjoy this adventure even after the holiday.
Then join me, Stephen Human, as I find a new way to enjoy the Christmas lights and use your street legal machine all at the same time.
Merry Christmas! AYL is next.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth, and we are filming our Christmas show today.
That's right. We are right up here in Heber at the North Pole Express, part of the Heber Creeper Railroad. The train's over here, honey.
I was just going to go the other way, just for fun.
But we thought, what a great way to end the Christmas season and be right here at the North Pole Express. And that's what we're going to do today.
That's right. We're going to go on a 90-minute train ride, and we're going to have hot cocoa and see Mrs. Claus with her yummy chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
And I think Santa possibly as well. And there's going to be elves.
Well, obviously they're going to be elves.
Yes.
Don't you remember the story?
You know, I think I'm too old for that. Because
Well,
I don't.
I'm not. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, there's a lot of not just mystery and myth about this trip. There's a lot of other stuff about the train. Let's find out about it.
The Heber Valley Railroad is owned by the state of Utah, and it's existed since 1992, but these tracks were built in 1899. There have been trains on these tracks for 118 years. We have several diesel locomotives and 2 steam locomotives, and we have enough passenger cars to carry about 500 people. Most of our passenger cars were built in the 20s or 30s. That's kind of the genre that we specialize in here, and that's a great fit for the trains that ran on these tracks between 1899 and 1965.
It's the only operating historic railroad in Utah, and it brings over 100,000 people to the valley each year. They ride the train and enjoy fun outings from cowboys and dinosaurs to Santa Claus.
North Pole Express will run this year 70 trains. We take about 450 people per train, and we go and try and find the North Pole and convince Santa to ride back with us. We've added the After Christmas North Pole Express, and between the 26th and 30th of December, we'll have 9 more trains which will go to the North Pole. And even though we realize after the big day Santa's on vacation, we're going to go out and try and convince him to come back and ride back with us.
Spread some Christmas cheer after Christmas and try when it comes to see Santa when he's on vacation. It should be a lot of fun.
So all of these cars that passengers ride in are all commuter cars. This was the president's car of the Denver Rio Grande Western Railway. In those days, this was the most luxurious way to travel in the world, and we acquired this car thanks to a lot of help from a lot of people, and we're going to start offering service on this car in 2018 for small groups and parties and kind of a premium service. And so this car has 3 bedrooms.
Oh my gosh. And this is all original woodwork, everything.
Everything's all original.
Can you spend the night
You could.
in it?
We could go leave it on the tracks down by the river or the lake.
Oh my gosh.
We really try and provide the same kind of hospitality and the same kind of environment that was at the turn of the century. And on board you'll find old-fashioned Western fun.
Oh, this is so awesome. We're totally doing this. Okay, anyway, I'm in the moment. Well, right now we're going to jump on the North Pole Express. But before we do that, why don't you check out our travel adventure with Steve Human, because he is going to be riding around
with an ATV legal on the streets looking for Christmas lights.
That's right, Rhea. We are having a very different Christmas experience tonight. We are taking these street legal ATVs with a group of friends and family, and we are driving through downtown Salt Lake in search of Christmas lights. This is really cool. You can do it yourself, and we're going to show you how. This time of year, the world lights up in an array of different colors celebrating the season. Some neighborhoods go all out, transforming into their own versions of the North Pole or ancient Jerusalem. For Sean Hutchings, seeing those dazzling displays seemed like a good idea since this will be his first Christmas in Utah since moving from Alaska. But he didn't want to do it in the same old way.
We just went on a beautiful cruise around Salt Lake City in side-by-side, street legal, checked out some Christmas lights at several streets around town. In a side-by-side, it's definitely unique, being open air and just being part of what was going on.
This is the first time that I've ever done it and that anyone could ever do it, to actually bring your UTV and cruise around downtown. Now that they've changed the street legal laws, we have that capability, and it's such a fun way to do it. There's something to be said to be, out hearing the engine roar and driving around with Christmas lights on your UTV and having a good time. For kids, man, I mean, they've probably never even done this, and hopefully it starts to become a family tradition for them, because I mean, they were singing Christmas carols, wishing people Merry Christmas right here in downtown Salt Lake, and just having a heck of a time.
It was spectacular. I liked the one that they did all red lights on a tree, and then they couldn't afford to do any more lights on their house.
We started on famous Christmas Street off 17th South and 15th East and moved our way north through the neighborhoods of Yale Heights. Obviously, in a side-by-side, you're going to get a clearer view of the displays and designs, but a better feel of the cold, too. So be prepared and dress warm.
Coat, snow clothes, blankets, hot cocoa, anything you can to stay warm.
It was a little chilly tonight. But it was really neat seeing the reaction of all the people out there as well. It was unique to see a side-by-side out on the street.
That uniqueness extends to the experience inside the machines as well. Just like when you're racing down the trail and feeling connected with the world around you, this Christmas excursion involves the smell of the trees, the sounds of the Christmas music playing along the downtown streets, and the ability to interact in a way you just can't in your car. Getting your current rig legal for street driving is pretty easy too.
You would come to a dealership like us, Moto United, and we'll put the street legal kit on, which entails blinkers, license plate mount, mirrors. Then you need to have a safety inspection and then go pay your on-road registration fees at the DMV.
We probably put street legal kits on 70% of the units that we sell. So it's very popular with a lot of people. So how they use it is all dependent on them. Running to the store or just getting access to a trail from their house without having to put it on a trailer is a really big deal.
'Tis the season for traditions, and it isn't every year you're able to create a new one that lasts. But I think for everyone here tonight, this is an Advent adventure that will be repeated for Christmases to come.
Oh, it's just a great way to get the family together. I know for me with teenage kids, it's a great way to get them out. They want to hang out and go have fun, so it's just a nice way to get the family together.
A lot of it's just going out with friends and family. I mean, you don't just buy a UTV to go by yourself. You buy one to take your kids out. My little girl, she loves to ride, and to be able to ride with a group of friends and all have something in common, that's why we go out and do it. And then to do something goofy like this, it's not typically the norm for UTV riders. I mean, if you look at half of our rigs, we got lighted whips and Christmas lights and big old wheels and tires, and you're cruising around downtown. So to be able to do that and have that experience with, some really good friends, I mean, that's what I'm going to tell everybody at least. So
there you go. If you want to have a very different experience between Christmas and New Year's, this is what you can do. Take out your street legal machine, go look at the lights, enjoy a very interesting night with your family. Well, for At Your Leisure, I'm Stephen Human. Merry Christmas. We'll be back with more of our Christmas show in just a minute.
The new leader in off-road utility, the completely reinvented Ranger XP 1000. It's got the most power, the largest towing capacity, the highest ground clearance, and the best comfort and storage. Introducing the all-new Polaris Ranger XP 1000, the hardest working, smoothest riding Ranger ever built.
Well, if the normally low prices at Reece City aren't enough to make you think about buying a vacation trailer for Christmas, let me give you one more reason. Grandma. You know, Grandma snores. How about her own private guest house right alongside your house? She'll have her privacy, you'll get a good night's sleep. And bonus, next year when you go to Grandma's house, you'll have your own place to stay. Reece City RV, Utah's low price leader since 1946.
This Christmas, give the perfect gift from Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. You can enjoy a new Honda snowblower, a Honda 2000 generator. The kids will love a 2018 Polaris Outlaw, a 2018 Honda CRF 50, or a 2017 Polaris Ace. And for the ultimate family gift, the climate control Polaris Ranger at Stedman's. You'll find a Christmas gift that will be enjoyed all year long.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. You may think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
Hey everybody, it's Rick Peterson here for another product review, and this one I've been waiting a long time for. This is the 2018 Polaris RZR XP Turbo, and if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I got to go for a ride in the 4-seater version of this. Today, I get to take out the 2-seat version, but wait for it, with the Dynamics intelligent suspension system, only one in the world, fully intelligent system for an off-road vehicle. Let's take a look. So this is a very special machine. You start with a RZR Turbo, right? A 2-seater RZR Turbo. But now this special partnership between Polaris and Fox, the specialist in suspension, creates the dynamic system that makes this very unique. And let's start with the driver experience inside. Extremely comfortable, bolstered seats, hold you in, tilt steering, very, very, very comfortable. But what makes this machine unique is right here on the dashboard, right next to the steering wheel, with the push of a button, you can choose firm, sport, or comfort. The great thing about it is you don't have to choose, though, which of those rides you want long term as you go out for your ride that day. You push the button for comfort, and that allows you to cruise and have a more comfortable ride than any machine in the industry. From there, this machine will monitor hundreds of times a second all the different points of the driver and the vehicle and monitor on the fly, adjusting each individual shock to give you comfort, sport, or speed, whatever type of terrain you're in. My favorite thing is the Ride Command 7-inch glove touch display. This is nicer than the one in my car. I can run the entire Dynamics suspension system. I can listen to music. I can get GPS and maps. I can connect to my iPhone or USB. I can connect a GoPro camera, and a lot more you can do with this amazing system. You got a turbo engine, that means you're gonna be going really fast. You're gonna need to stop. This thing's got 4-wheel hydraulic disc brakes to make sure you can stop when you need to. Wow, that was a lot of fun today. But I do understand for the more serious rider, you might have a concern that the active intelligent suspension might take away from the driver experience. I didn't find that at all. Today we did everything from rock climbing to sand dunes. I enjoyed every bit of it and felt like I was in control. And finally, for those that might be concerned that the turbo is just too much power, not the case with the dynamic system. It helps manage that as well. Had a great time today. I'm Rick Peterson. We'll be right back with more at your leisure.
In a place that is beyond words, there is nothing to be said, except take your time in Bryce Canyon country.
The 9 to 5 here is 5 to 9. We earn our scars. We wear our work ethic. We work until the work's done. And when it is, there's a family to raise, a neighbor to check on, a country to feed. A few hours of shut-eye to rest up for tomorrow, the day will finally get something done.
Too often we find ourselves in shoes like these, or these. Wouldn't it be nice to change into something more like this, or this? How about these? Put on whatever shoes you prefer and come to Beaver County. We have exactly the adventure you need to put under them. So the next time you want to change out of these, come to Beaver County where you can jump into a pair of these. Beaver County, Utah. Lace up for adventure.
Okay, you know how the story goes. You're on your way to the North Pole, and as the story goes, you get cocoa sheds and cookies, and everybody gets all sugared up and crazy before they get to the North Pole to meet Santa Claus, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're on the North Pole Express for Christmas, headed up to see the big man himself.
That's right. We're
And-
going to see if we can convince him to come back with us.
Yeah, there you go. You know, this is a lot of fun, and if you know the story, then you get that there's a lot of magic involved. So what makes this train magical in Heber Valley? Well, you're about to find out.
I don't know who is Santa's favorite singer.
Elvis Presley. Presley.
You are Santa and Mrs. Claus's daughter.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So what is your duty today on the train?
So I'll be going through and singing with the kids. We'll sing Let It Snow. And then I go back later and pass out coupons for future trains.
So can you sing a few bars of Let It Snow?
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
So do you have to be a kid at heart to spend an evening with all these kids?
I think you do for sure. How I got the job is they all had us make hot chocolate, and I was the best one, and they said, we want you to make hot chocolate for all these wonderful people.
So do you do it on off season as well, or is this just like a Christmas thing?
I do it on the off season too. I like to practice and make my recipe perfection.
So you're a fire stoker?
I'm a fire stoker.
Are some of the cars wood burning stoves?
That is correct.
What do you like the best about this job?
Just making people happy.
It runs in my family. I'm like the tallest elf family out there, but Santa still loves us.
We had all the kids just lined up and dancing and seeing all their funny dance moves. Seeing their shake everything is one of the funnest moments I've had.
What's your favorite toy to make at the North Pole?
You know, I really like making phones. They're so interesting. I love technology.
Just walking off and them knowing that I'm helping keep them warm so they can actually worry about having fun. It just makes me happy.
So is there another job there at the North Pole other than being an elf that you'd want to be?
So I've always wanted to give ice skating lessons. That's what the really short elves actually do that. So I've always wanted to be a cocoa chef. You know, you just get to work away with Miss Claus making hot chocolate and cookies.
So what's the secret to your recipe? Can you tell us?
You know what? I guess I will. Christmas spirit. Christmas spirit.
All right, there you go. Well, this is a great experience. We are having so much fun on this ride.
Well, we're having fun, but the poor people have to put up with the lights around us, you know? Anyway, right now it's time for us to go out to our trailhead adventure. You know, there's one Christmas that always stands out. There's one that is on the record books for your whole life. 10 years ago, that Christmas happened for Reece Stein, and he's taken us on a stroll down memory lane.
I'm Reece Stein, at your leisure, with a look back. It was 10 years ago on Christmas Day that we first set foot on the 7th continent. Stark, dramatic, and incredibly beautiful Antarctica.
Dressed in holiday red parkas, we're shuttled from our cruise ship to our first landing, Brown Bluff Cove on the northern tip of the Antarctic Peninsula. Waiting on shore, penguins. Thousands of penguins. If you don't like penguins, don't come to Antarctica.
Frank, what are we seeing here?
You're seeing a plethora of Adelie penguins on Christmas Day.
Why are there penguins here?
Why not?
We were lucky to have bird expert Frank Todd on our science crew. Todd established the first penguin colony in America at SeaWorld in 1972. It took him 10 years and dozens of trips to the bottom of the world to collect the birds.
They're here because this is a good spot to nest, and there's not a lot of good spots around, so they're going to take the best areas.
Sadly, Frank died of cancer last December. He was 74.
Penguin power is the absolute ultimate. On Christmas Day, it doesn't get any better.
It's the summer nesting season. Remember, we're in the southern hemisphere here, and thousands of mothers are warming their newborn chicks on the rocky, dry slopes. The babies glean regurgitated krill and fish from their mothers' mouths. To be this close to this immense nursery is astounding. Watch as Papa gathers small pebbles for the pair's nest, while Mama keeps the eggs warm. Amazing.
This is the most amazing trip I've ever been on in my life. I think penguins are some of the coolest animals ever. The fact that they can survive this winter, that they can bring up 2 chicks in a climate like this and build their nest on the rocks is amazing.
Getting to Antarctica can be half the fun. From Ushuaia, Argentina, the southernmost city on Earth, it's a 2-day cruise across the world's most violent ocean, the Drake Passage. Took a half a day just to get our sea legs. Icebergs, some the size of mountains, threaten our passage, while smaller bergs host sunbathing leopard seals that barely acknowledge our passing. Happily, ideal weather conditions allow us to make all 9 scheduled landings in 5 days. At Nico Harbor, our 5th stop, a monstrous glacier sheds bergs into the bay, a bay that 50 years ago was buried under the glacier. Global warming is playing havoc with Antarctic ice. Between landings, we sail through some of the most dramatic scenery on Earth. Everywhere we look, the bluest blues of the great southern ocean contrasting against blinding whites of the snow-shrouded Antarctic mountains. In our wake, great southern birds, including skuas, petrels, and the incomparable wandering albatross, the world's largest seabird, with at 12 feet the longest wingspan. He can soar for hours, covering thousands of miles. Our ice pilot, an added crewman whose only job is to advise the captain on ice conditions, has given us the green light to enter narrow Le Maire Channel, guarded by the menacing Una Peaks, towering 2,500 feet above our small ship. Unofficially dubbed Kodak Gap, this 7-mile-long, 3/4-mile-wide passage is a photographer's dream and the most spectacular sight on our cruise. At the bottom of the channel, we offload at tiny Petermann Island, home to a nesting colony of shags, the Antarctic cormorant, and gentle Gen 2 penguins.
This is Petermann Island, 65 degrees, 10 minutes south, about as south as we'll get on this trip.
My video camera gave out among the whale bones at Port Lockroy, site of a British museum and post office, where we got our passports stamped. Then back north to Whalers Cove on Deception Island, site of a derelict whale oil refinery, and Livingston Island, home to pods of elephant seals. Then the 2-day crossing of the Drake Passage back to South America, where again, thanks to ideal weather conditions, we're able to round infamous Cape Horn, a fitting climax to an incomparable visit to this dramatic, pristine place.
Everything here is very untouched. You feel like you're really in the middle of nature, in the middle of an unexplored place.
In the decades since our visit, climate change has continued to warm things up on Antarctica, making it tougher on the penguins to find food and protect their young from more frequent rain and snowstorms. Their future remains a question mark. Reece Stein, at your leisure, at the bottom of the world on Antarctica.
There's a little place on a Utah map where I was raised, where my heart's at, where where the sagebrush grows wild and high, and the stars come out at night. Oh, there ain't nothing like being raised in the basin with a Ute reservation, skiing starvation, that Duchesne County life.
Look south to adventure. Look south to beauty. Look south to San Juan County. Out here, the road goes on forever, and what you'll find will change how you see the world. Climb on your OHV and discover forgotten landscapes and vistas that challenge the imagination. From Blanding and Monticello to the cliff faces of Monument Valley, we're open and ready for you to explore. San Juan County, Utah's Canyon Country.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. Well, the big man himself is right here. Santa Claus, how are you?
Doing fantastic.
Marvelous, marvelous. Has Rhea been a good girl this year?
Mostly.
Thank you, Santa.
Well, that's good. Nothing makes a Christmas season like Santa himself. So all you kids at home know that just in a couple of days, he's going to be on his way. You ready for the job this year? It's going to be...
Yeah. Prepare for it all year. We're always ready.
Can you just get this time continuum down still with all the new kids in the world?
Oh, absolutely. There's all sorts of things that I can't explain, confidential, but we've got it handled.
Okay.
We gotta ask him if he'll congratulate our sticker winner.
That's right. We got a sticker winner this week. Let's find out who it is.
Carrie Rhodes Stanley. We got this cute little picture of this adorable little guy. Congratulations, your family just won a 4-pack to Fast Cards.
Congratulations! You'll find something special underneath the Christmas tree this year.
I knew I could count on Santa Claus. Well, right now, while the hugs are going on, let's find out about next week's show.
Next week, we're celebrating our blooper special for New Year's as we show off all the flubs and fumbles from the past year. Even the pros aren't perfect, and we'll prove that in spectacular style. We'll also show off the most popular stories from 2017 and see what tales touched your hearts and got you excited for outdoor adventure. It's all here on our New Year's special.
Oh, crap.
The Chad blooper.
Let me help you there, ma'am.
Oh, what a wonderful Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you all, and Merry Christmas to all of you in At Your Leisure Land. Thank you for spending part of your special Christmas weekend with us. Remember, we'll be back next week with our New Year's show, bloopers and all.
That's right. So have a wonderful Merry Christmas to you and your family and to all of our awesome sponsors.
And remember, there's adventure around every bend.
You just got to get out there and create your own adventure. Merry
At your
Christmas.
leisure. Ho, 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 ho.
For a very different type of experience.
Well, this looks...
On our next At Your Leisure.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Board.